stage fright is? I think I have stage fright. I'm not on stage, I'm on screen. But my heart is pounding like right here. My heart rate was 95, now it's down to 75. So we're moving in the right direction. Maybe I'll get used to this at some point. I'm going to try to slow my roll a little bit today and enjoy all of the little waves and comments. And hi everyone. I have decided that this week is going to be Critter Week. What's a critter, you ask? It's an animal. So today is going to be a critter that I see a lot because they like to invade the bird feeders. Does anybody want to just think for a moment, if you have a bird feeder at your house, is there anything else other than the birds that likes to throw an elbow and get in there with the bird seed? Anyone? Hi, Ruby. Hi, Catherine. So right now, there is a sweet little mourning dove in the bird feeder right outside my window. And usually the mourning dove has to wait for the squirrels to go away so that she can get in. So I'm going to see if you can you see sweet little dove? But a lot of times when I open my curtain in the morning, I see a big fat squirrel rear end and I laugh a lot. And you know what? Crosby is right, Jamie. It's a squirrel. So, squirrel is what we're gonna tackle today. That's a funny thought, tackling a squirrel. They're so fast, you couldn't possibly tackle a squirrel. So, welcome. And let's see, I've made a list of things that I need to remember to say. Are you ready to draw? I am. And since it's Critter Week, I wanted to talk for a minute about texture. Yesterday when we were drawing the very funny long-faced tiger, I didn't mean for him to be so long-faced, but he ended up being kind of cute. Texture is, yesterday when I was drawing the tiger, I kept saying the word jiggity jaggedy, and I made that up. That's not in a dictionary anywhere, but I would love to, I'm going to get better at flipping the camera a little more quickly too. So, texture is something that can be made in a lot of different ways. Oh, I forgot to do something. Do you have a pencil? Do you have paper? Yes? Then you're ready to go. But first, you know what we're gonna do. Yes. Beautiful. All right. So, I'm just going to take a minute. All right, so jiggity jaggedy kind of just looks something like that. It's like your pencil is almost like a heartbeat, kind of like mine was a minute ago before I started the camera. Jiggity jaggedy, furry, fuzzy. And maybe you could do sort of these little lines that kind of look like hair. What are some other ways that you could make texture, do you think? So maybe that's something that we'll play around with today while we are drawing our very hilarious little squirrel. Now, sometimes when I draw, like I look at squirrels all the time, but sometimes I might need to look at a squirrel again. And if there's not a squirrel sitting in my bird feeder, then maybe I need to look online and look at what we call a reference photo. But guys, I really did some giggling today when I was looking at these funny images of squirrels online. I mean, and have you ever seen their little paws? They're like little fingers, little fuzzy fingers. Look at this guy. He's special. And this guy, what's he about to do? So, let's get cracking. Let's remember this idea of texture. Boink. All right. So yesterday when we made our tiger, we started with a shape that we knew we were capable of drawing, which was a circle. And I think I also told you yesterday, hi Sarah and Abby. Oh my goodness. Wow. You guys are like adults now. Those are some of my students from years back. Hi. So yesterday we started with a circle, and we also started with drawing it really lightly, just in case we needed to erase some part of it at some point. Hi, sister. Hi, Abby. All right, so today with our squirrel, though, I'm going to start not with a circle, but with an oval. And my sister suggested yesterday that maybe I try to draw a little higher on the page so that you guys, with all your fun comments, are not covering up the drawing. So that's a great tip. My sister's a smart girl. All right, so I'm going to start with a very light oval. Can you guys see that? Yes. Yes. And then it kind of looks like an egg, like a really, really tall, skinny egg. And then up here, I'm going to draw another oval, but it's going to be kind of laying on its side. It's not right on top, but it's just that way just a little bit. So an oval and another oval. I think we can handle this so far. A lot of animals start with ovals. Now, hi Mom. I'm just going to connect that oval to that one, and I'm going to do the same thing right here. So what do you think that is? What part of our little squirrel is that? It's his neck, although that's something you don't usually see very close on a squirrel. All right, so if you have ever pet a dog or a cat, or if you have, they have sort of the haunch, like this part right here. If you touch like the side of your hip, you've got like that big old, I don't know, what is that? But on a squirrel, it would be a little line. It's kind of like their top part of their leg. It's very strong too. They jump with a lot of strength. All right, so that would be sort of the front sort of haunch of our little sitting squirrel. They've also got sort of funny long feet, so you would do a little line like that. And then I like to just do some little lines like that. They kind of look like little squirrel toes. And then I just make a line here. Okay, all right. And then we've got their cute little front paws. And here's where I'm going to add a jiggity-jaggedy line, like we were talking about. I'm just going to, because I want it to look kind of fuzzy right here, I'm just going to go boom, 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 boom. And now, the squirrel's tail. They look super bushy. When you think of a squirrel, they have those big, fluffy tails. So we're going to take a line like an upside down. They're like a rainbow. It's like a rainbow line. And then we're going to take a line out here and do sort of a... I come up with all kinds of strange words when I'm teaching art at Ensworth, and one of my favorite words these days is floopy, F-L-O-O-P-Y, floopy. So we're going to do sort of a floopy line, like that. I'm going to wait for you guys to do a floopy line, and sometimes maybe it's helpful to have another piece of paper sitting around that you can practice on. Practice our floopy lines. floopy. All right, so does everybody have a floopy line? Now, we're going to wait for a minute to add all of the fun texture to this tail, because it's definitely going to need that texture, because I really want my squirrel to start to have a cute little face, because he's making me a little bit sad right now. So I think what I'm going to do, though, is get a little closer so you guys can see this part a little bit better. How's that? Okay. So a squirrel has a little black beady eye. It's like a little, here, let me do this. Is that better? It's kind of right there. And we're not done with that yet, but I'm just going to put that circle there and we'll go back to it in a minute. And I'm just going to kind of darken that line. And then I'm going to make a cute little V shape right here. I'll wait for you guys to make your cute little V shape. And then a little line comes down like this. And this is where his funny little teeth are that help him eat all those acorns. And I'm going to make my squirrel smiling. I mean, that's really cute so far. And then I'm going to add, we talked also, let's see, maybe, we talked when I did the spring flowers, that very first video, we talked about the word profile. And it's when you are looking at something from the side. So we're only seeing this squirrel's eye on this side. I sure hope he has an eye on the other side. I'm pretty sure he probably does. So here's our little squirrel face. Holy smokes, he's so cute. All right, so let's finish this eye. Yesterday when we made our tiger, remember we had the circle, but we put these kind of little triangular things like this, kind of like little points. And then, because I just can't help myself, I'm going to go ahead and color that in black. And to show that it's a black eye with a little shiny point, I like to leave a little area of white still showing, and that looks like the light that's shining on that squirrel's eye. Okay, he's cute, but he really needs some ears. It's sort of like a little upside down U shape. And then, to show the one that would be sticking up on the other side of his head, we're just going to go ta-da. And we'll make that little line. And I can't help but put eyebrows on my animals. And this one, and then I'm going to put this one floating over here. Yes. All right. So now that I've got sort of all these underlying shapes have done their work helping me build the squirrel, I'm going to go in, and you don't have to do this, because if you're coloring in your squirrel, or if you're painting him, or if you're going to put some colored pencil on him, you can just leave it right there, because it'll get covered up anyway. But I think that kind of helps just to see how now we see that whole little squirrel. So we need his cute little belly to kind of, we'll darken that a little bit. And then you might be wondering, hello, where's his other foot? So that is going to be sort of the same kind of line that we did here. We're just going to repeat it, but just not see as much of it. So I'm going to, hang on, I'm going to put my phone back up here. Is that okay? All right. So we're not going to make this whole big curved line, because that would look pretty funny, but we're just going to do a little bit of this line that we did here. We're just going to do the same thing over here. It's like it's kind of copying that. Toe, 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 squirrel toes, squirrel toes. Okay. Now, this is going to get interesting, and I want you to just watch what I'm about to do, unless you don't want to put something in the cute little squirrel paws. I'm going to make it look like my squirrel is holding something. your squirrel could hold, the obvious and adorable thing would be an acorn. But maybe he's holding a flower, or maybe he's holding a cupcake, a tiny cupcake made out of, I don't know, acorn flour. Or maybe he's holding, any ideas? Holler them out at me. And while I'm letting you holler some things out, I'm going to put, just like we made on our tiger yesterday, I'm going to make the little whisker dots. Because squirrels do have pew, 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 little whiskers. Oh my gosh, he's just getting cuter and cuter. I don't know why I keep saying he, but I really do think it's a boy squirrel. All right, so you might have thought about a couple of things that you might want to put in the lovely little hands of your squirrel, or paws. Because it is a very rainy day in Nashville today, I'm going to give my squirrel, you guessed it. Anybody guess it? I'm going to give my squirrel an umbrella. And that's going to require a line, a very light line that goes here. I'm drawing it really lightly so you can kind of imagine that it's there, but it's not there yet. But hey, if you want your squirrel to be holding a cupcake umbrella, and I'm just going to make sort of a little ball shape for his fist, because when you hold something, you don't see a whole lot of your hand, right? You don't see a bunch of fingers. You just see like little knuckles. So let's put some squirrel knuckles. Boink, boink, boink. How's that? So next, I'm going to go ahead and draw that line all the way up. And this might be like a really long umbrella because I don't want it to overlap his cute little tail too much. But seriously, while I'm doing my umbrella, please have at it if you want your squirrel to be holding a baseball, or if you want your squirrel to be holding a present for his friend, the other squirrel. I don't know. All right, so some of you might have drawn an umbrella before, but it's a series of sort of rainbow lines. There's going to be one big one, and then there's going to be some little ones. Boink, 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 boink. All right, so we now have a squirrel who doesn't really appear to be protected by this umbrella because he's got it way back. So, like, what good is this umbrella doing? All right, Miss Coates. Fail. Umbrella fail. But maybe the sun just came out. And maybe he's doing that thing where he's like, wait a minute, did it stop raining? And maybe his other little paw is just kind of over there. I can't wait to see what sort of adjustments that you all are making to your drawings. So right now, we've got, let's say, no, I'm going to wait on the background. So let's go back to our texture idea and our jiggity-jaggedy lines and our floopy lines. So if you've ever seen a squirrel's tail, you know that it's got a whole lot of fluff. And that fluff is made up of tiny little hairs and lots and lots and lots of them. I don't think that I want to draw every single hair that is on this squirrel's tail. However, I'm going to sort of represent all those little hairs by just going, it's like a dotted line, except it's a, what would you call that? It's a line made out of diagonal lines. Boink, 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 boink. And if you wanted to, you could do the jiggity-jaggedy thing. They don't have to be separate lines. They could be sort of scribbly, jiggity-jaggedy like that. Where else does he need texture? I kind of think it also needs to go right here. All right. I think he needs some texture maybe on his cute little squirrel belly. But I'm wondering if anybody else is seeing in this drawing right now a line that needs to be erased. I'm just going to give you a minute to see, hang on, let me get positioned, to see if you can find the line that needs to go away. Because there's something that's in front of something else. And for that something to look like it's in front, then this other line needs to go away. And I think that my comments are just a slight bit delayed, so I'm not going to wait for you to tell me. I'm just going to go ahead and erase it. But I bet you guys already guessed it. Ta-da! So now, yes. Good job, Ruby. Good job, Rebecca. All right, so he's looking pretty adorable. I think I'm going to make some of those cute little hair markings on his cute little haunches, his little strong back hip things. I gotta brush up on my squirrel anatomy vocabulary because I don't really know what to call that. Put some hairs on his little belly. I'm gonna put some hairs, maybe. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And I kind of think I want a few more sort of long textury lines on his tail. And you don't have to do this. Yours can really be a whole lot simpler. Could be just a bunch of outline sort of stuff instead of the texture, but I think this is a fun way to learn about texture. You are so cute. All right. Now, I think I do want to put, maybe there's a little distant rain cloud up here. And maybe it's raining far, far away. But maybe the raindrops are kind of starting to sort of, as they say, dissipate. They're going away. They're lightening up. And maybe behind him, hold on. Maybe behind him there's some ground. And maybe right at his feet there's some grass. It's springtime. Maybe there are flowers all around him. Maybe I need to darken that line. Let's see. Maybe there is a ladybug taking a ride on his umbrella. Yeah, definitely. So this squirrel and this ladybug are best buds. And you can tell that because they both have hearts over their heads. They love each other. They're friends. So I am going to add a little bit of color to my drawing, but I really mean just a little bit. I definitely want to add color to the umbrella because it's just begging for it. And I really think that it needs to be a rainbow umbrella. Does anybody have any other ideas? And if you do, please share. But I'm going to start with red. And if anybody has any other thoughts, holler. Again, using these giant colored pencils that I told you about yesterday, and I forgot to post about them yesterday, but I will not forget again. I vow it. All right, we're going rainbow all the way. All right, so if I am going rainbow, and I've got red and orange. Oh, polka dots. We can still do that. We can still do polka dots. What comes next? If I've got red And then I've got orange. What comes next in the rainbow? Yaller. Beautiful. And then we've got some green. This is just making me happy. And you know what has happened while... went out of the lines. Ha! Like I care. You know what's happened while I've been drawing outside? Outside, while I've been drawing this little rainy scene, the sun has come out. And maybe it came out because I was drawing this. I don't know. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put polka dots on top of the rainbow. Yes. Put some blue polka dots here because then the little ladybug. Mom, I wish I could, but I think if I do, I'll get a little distracted. You guys, have you ever heard the Spectrum song? It's on a Disney something, and it's Professor Duck. Jamie, I can't. I'll lose any composure that I currently have. Maybe. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I will sing that song on. I might have to have somebody film me, but then that would require that I was not quarantining. No, you guys. Okay. If you don't know the song, you're not going to have any clue what I am talking about. And, oh, Katie. Okay, I'm not going to put the camera on myself because then I would really not be able to do it, but I will do it while I am coloring. All right, here goes. I'm going to back up a little bit so that I don't hurt your ears. All right. Hang on. Before I do it, I gotta get my squirrel color. All right. Can't believe I'm gonna do this. Red, yellow, green, red, blue, 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 red, pepper, green, blue, pepper, red, 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 yellow, green, red, blue, 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 red, pepper, green, blue, pepper, red, red. Blend them all and what do you get? Cerise, chartreuse and aqua, mauve, beige and ultramarine and every color in between. All right, that's it. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay. All right, so I am going to keep working on this precious little guy. I'm pretty certain I'm going to make this rain cloud pink because I feel like it. You guys, I really wish that a squirrel would show up outside my window right now. It's really funny that there's not one out there because they're always in the bird feeder, but they just knew when to vacate. All right, so just a little message before I sign off. I mean, you guys, he's so cute. I'm going to keep working. Sylvie, come say hi. I'm going to keep working on this drawing, and I will show you a post in the near future. And until then, in the meantime, I would love to say again that I hope that you're having fun drawing along with me, and I really would love to see the drawings that you all are creating. I would love to see what your squirrel was holding today. I would love to see the texture lines that you used on your squirrel. I would love to see all and any of it. So, if you can, you may post your drawing, and then I threw away my hashtag card. Wait. If you, here's my trash can, and there it is. If you can post your drawing, and oh man, it's backwards. Hold on. Hold, please. There. The hashtag is Art class with Miss Coates at home, all one word. No spacies, no nothings. So, I would love to see what you all are creating in your own homes. And I would love to tell you to drink your water, wash your hands, be nice to each other, and until next time, which is tomorrow, when we'll draw another critter, be good to each other. And Sylvia and I say goodbye until tomorrow. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. Hashtag share. Oh, one more thing. You can either post it and hashtag it, or if you don't want to do that, or if you are a, private account, you can just send me a direct message. Send me one of those little private notes inside Instagram, and I will love to see it, and I will post it. So, love seeing all of your little faces and names and waves and hearts down here. And let me see if I can get this right. And until tomorrow, all my love. Adios.